So, it's been a while. And it's also been a very long while since I've done a lineup review. But this festival's lineup is worth it. But we have a beautiful festival lineup for you guys today. This is Origins Music Festival 2022 edition. Last year I did do the review for their festival as well. It was their inaugural year, which means it's the first time they ever did it. If you guys aren't familiar, this is brought to you by Alpha Squadron. They're the team behind a lot of the incredible bookings that are held in Montreal that you guys see, the Northern Invasions, the Southern Invasions, just like getting a lot of these cool artists that us here in the United States wish we could get. They took on putting on a music festival last year, and from what I saw, it was a pretty good success, so that's awesome. But this year, they are coming in with the heat now that COVID restrictions and everything are significantly down and stuff, especially in Canada. Dude, this is looking stacked. So, without further ado, let's get into this lineup review. Let's just dive right in, and then we'll talk about the details of the festival and things like that towards the end of the video. All right. You know, I didn't know what to expect for this year, and I think my expectations weren't nearly as high as they maybe should have, because I guess last year they were restricted to mainly like Canadian artists or artists that were able to perform there because of the fact they lived in Canada. So obviously they were very, very restricted when it comes to artists that were able to play. Granted, it was still a great lineup and it was stacked, but obviously when you compare it now to what we're seeing in front of us here, this is some next level shit. This is basically a lineup that is like everybody that you kind of wish was on like most mainstream dubstep festivals here in the United States that you just can't see because of visas. Feels bad. This is amazing. So let's get into this one. We're just going to go through briefly, and then I'll probably highlight some of the people I'm super excited to see and why I am, and then we'll go over the details of the festival. So let's get into this. First off, we have Al Ross, we have Aweminus, we have Boo, we have Infekt, we have Jacqueline Hyde, we have K Motions, we have Odd Profit, and we have Sticky Buds for our top tier cards. These are quote unquote like our headliners for this event, which I believe it's K Motions and Boo. I think I'm pronouncing that right, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm not, because dude, last year I butchered the names. K Motions and Boo, I think that's our actual North American debut too, so that's a little bit special. I kind of wish they just highlighted that, so just to, you know, emphasize it's special. Second line here, we got Bukez Finezt, E-Craze Back-to-Back Graphite, Emalkay, J Phelps. We got Kaiva, Push Loop, Subfiltronik, Syzy, Turnian Sound. Can you tell I'm getting a bit excited? All right, now third card down, we have Automhate, Ayonikz, Kasnoweki. I'm not familiar with you. I'm excited. But I kind of dig the name. Dalek 1, we have Deuces, Distinct Motive, DJ Mad, Fate, Flicks, Hamro, Hukae, Modus, Muerte, Prophet, Sebla, Slimes, Smal B, Substance, Sulfur, 10 Graphs, Trenchfoot, Raz, Unit, and Zuba. Bro. As well as special guests, Hades and Sweet Tooth. And then there's some special performances by Orange Lessard, Kiari, and Low Pocus, as well as a few more that are TBA, to be announced. And then on the very bottom card, we have what I'm assuming are a bunch of local/regional acts from around the surrounding area. I'm more than likely not going to be familiar with majority of the people here. I know Body, I've seen him. Goblins, I remember you guys pointing Goblins out to me last time. I think he played the Graham Greene show and after Northern Invasion last year or 2 years ago, however long this was ago now. I think those are the only two names I can recognize just glancing at this, but honestly, shout out to all of you guys getting on this lineup, because to be paired with such insane names on the top, that's a great feeling. So, who are some of my favorites on this lineup? As you can see, there's a lot of my favorite artists to see perform live on this one. The ones that I'm most excited / if I were to go, which I'm gonna try to go, I think it's possible. is actually possible this year. We'll see. But definitely Aweminus, Infekt, Odd Profit, but I am about to see Odd Profit in 2 weeks anyways, so I'm betting on his set being amazing. But I'm excited to see him. Bukez Finezt, this was probably the first one that I was really super stoked about, because to me he's one of the OGs. Like, he's just been around for years, but you just never get to see him. I feel like he rarely plays events to begin with, unless it's like near his home, so probably somewhere in Germany or maybe often like Amsterdam, Netherlands. That's a very rare act to catch with a lot of respect. So if I were to go, Bukez Finezt is very much high on my I have to see, because I don't know when I'm going to be able to see Bukez Finezt. Equate's back-to-back graphite's going to be fire. Emalkay. I haven't seen Emalkay in years. And when I did see him, I didn't really appreciate or understand the importance of what the hell I was witnessing here. Emalkay, he's just another like legend in the scene that's very underrated, I feel like. But you probably might recognize some of the music he's been involved with. Fortunately, I have been able to see him at least once. But it's been so long, and I rarely see him on lineups that I have to see him again. Jay Phelps. I haven't seen Homie on a lineup in forever, or at least like play in forever. It's probably been close to 3 years, 4 years. Subfiltronik. Seeing him in Northern Invasion was really dope, but I actually would love to see him on a festival setup. I think that's honestly probably a little more appropriate for him, at least now knowing how he performs and the way his set goes. Syzy. I'm about to see Syzy more than likely in a few weeks as well, finally, after years of trying to see him. But that's an awesome booking. I'm glad. Ayonikz. I have been itching for another Ayonikz set. Dude, that set blew me away. Honestly, now that I'm looking at this, I'm surprised Akira's not on there. Very surprising. Would like to see that added, just because you already have Ayonikz and you already have Subby. Where's Akira? Fate. I'm actually super stoked. I have not been able to see Fate. He just started playing shows finally, as of recent, maybe like 2 months ago or something like that. It was his first show ever. So definitely am chasing a Fate set. Flicks, obviously. Hamro. I still have not seen Young Legend play. I'm dying to. I think he's coming down to Forbidden Kingdom, so hopefully I can meet him. Hukae. This is one I've been chasing as well for a minute. I might have to slide, bro. I might have to, because Hukae, that's another hard one to catch for us in the US. I think he was close to getting his visa, but just something didn't work out there. Modus. Again, he's actually going to be in town in like 2 weeks as well for Forbidden Kingdom. So Smal B, all the Monsters guys, but like these guys are legends to me, because it's just their production is so good. It's just amazing. Unit. This is someone I still have yet to see. He's from here. I can see him, but he just hasn't played Florida yet, and I haven't been to a festival or out of state show where he's been playing. So Unit's another one, and like those artists for me are just like, those are my like top picks personally for this festival. So if I were to go, I'm probably gonna be at those sets, filming fucking every minute of it, because those are all gonna be amazing sets. And that's honestly something to take away from this entire lineup is, no matter what artist you see on this lineup, you're in for a good ass performance. Like, this is mainly a lineup that's built off of quality more than just like name. It's like, we know what our audience likes, we know what's going to be like super appreciated, but we also know which artists are going to put on a very good performance, and that's good. Like, it's very much not like, not only who's going to just sell tickets, but make sure the show is also good. It's like, hey, like, it's not just a name, it's quality. People who care about their performances, and they have standards. I love that, and to me that really does set this festival lineup on a higher tier. They're a higher caliber just because of that. It's like there's a lot of care and attention to detail put into this. So let's get into some of the details about the festival itself. All right, so as you can see, we're here on the Origins Music Festival lineup. I just kind of want to show you the website so you can kind of get a feel for it if you are debating going to this, because I know probably after seeing this lineup, a lot of my US friends here are going to be tempted. Just the harder acts to catch for us. So it's going to be August 19th through the 22nd of this year, 2022. It's a camping festival, and the nice thing about this is the fact that the pricing is not bad, and this is camping included, so you just have to buy a ticket and you're good. Like, you can come in, you can camp. As you can see, the extra early birds are sold out. The early birds are still $174 before fees. I can tell you the price after fees, which is the fees. This is the nice thing about not being in the US, bro. Fees are so negligible. After fees, it's $182.14. So basically, just throw on an extra $10. Dude, if this was in the US, this would have been another like easily $20 to $30. There's something beautiful about festivals outside of the US, I'm telling you. But yeah, so camping's included. 3 days of camping. Yeah, I'm assuming there might be like an early day or something, or like just an extra day, but like that's kind of just chilling, like set up camp and vibe. And let me scroll back up really quick here before we go to that detail. So this section right here, I love that they have this on their website, but you can apply to do volunteering, perform, or vend at this festival. So obviously it might be a little too late to apply to perform, but for next year, you know, to reference this if maybe you want a shot at potentially playing in Canada. So that's always something really good. And I like that they're very kind of transparent about this. There's an after movie link here, and then just some brief details. So 3 stages, 3 atmospheres, so like 3 vibes, you know what I'm saying? Like there might be a stage that's curated more towards experimental, you know, songs. So think Turnian Sound, Push Loop, Kaiva, artists like that. And then, you know, just probably the rhythm stage, we're gonna have like Hamro, Ayonikz, all these guys, and then probably the more mainstream stuff like Jacqueline Hyde on the main stage. So that's what I would imagine it's gonna be like, since there's 3 stages. 100 plus artists. Yeah, probably, yeah. I'm not gonna count, but I'll take their word for it. They got photo stuff, and then obviously you can just reserve your weekend passes now. See if there's anything on the ticket site. Something to really note here though, PK Sound. PK Sound. So you know they care about their audio quality. Obviously food trucks, outdoor restrooms. I mean, it's a camping festival. Don't get your hopes up. If you gotta go, you gotta go. But this is probably some very important information, because most of us coming from the US are probably gonna fly into Montreal. Yeah, so Montreal city itself, MTL, my boy, 1 hour from the festival, not bad at all. 1 hour for Quebec, 3 hours from Ottawa. And I know I said that like an American, because that's not how they say it up there. I learned that. I think they don't even say Montreal like the way I do either over there, if I remember correctly. It's like Montreal. So to wrap some things up, this lineup is absolutely stacked. I just want to say a massive shout out to Alpha Squadron, because they have been just doing amazing things for the community, especially the rhythm community, and putting together some really, really massive shows, and just giving North America in general a chance to see some of these artists, man, because obviously being in the United States, we're so limited to who we can see to some degree, if we're big fans of international acts, which in the rhythm community, there's a lot of very, very, very talented international acts that we're just itching to see. And I know them playing in Canada puts them one step closer to being able to play in the US. So it's always a good thing to see certain people on these lineups where it's like, yes, come on, just a few more, and then maybe there's a shot. But yeah, Alpha Squadron, you're doing amazing things. I can tell you put so much care and effort into this one. This is your baby, your big baby. I'm excited to see what you guys do this year. I really, really hope I can make it. I'm going to try and make it out. I really am, because honestly, that lineup is spicy. It is super spicy. And I just want to say, too, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. Literally, they're just the homies that are putting together amazing events, and I want to show some support and put you guys on, man. And I do know, I think my second largest viewership audience is literally from Canada. I got to show love to my Canada friends, which I'm going to see a lot of you guys in 2 weeks at Forbidden Kingdom. I'm so excited. So thank you guys so much. Expect some more videos soon. I got a new phone, so it's like better camera and all that stuff. More storage, which is typically the issue. And we got festivals coming up, man. We got Forbidden Kingdom, which is one of the bigger events content-wise for the year. So also, I just dropped a mix on the channel, which you might have already seen at this point, because it did way better than I expected. Peep that too, man. Maybe I'll play Origins next year. You guys have a great one. Take care.